If you've ever been in that space where you're dating a woman and you can't quite tell where she stands with you, you're not alone. Most men spend weeks, sometimes months, trying to decode a woman instead of simply understanding her through clarity. And that's why in this video, I'm going to give you 7 powerful questions that reveal her true feelings, emotional maturity, and intentions. This is a good one. But listen, these aren't tricks. These are the kinds of questions that high value men use to create connection, not control. Because when you know how to ask the right questions and stay grounded in your energy, women feel something they rarely feel these days. And that's safety and a man that has self respect for them and a man who has clarity. So let's go into the first question, a question that reveals her true feelings. Let's start with the big one. If you ever want to know how a woman really feels about you, ask her this. But before I do that, make sure that you don't ask this on a first date. You actually have to be dating a woman to ask her this, okay? How do you feel when we don't talk for a few days? Then pause. Don't fill the silence. If she's emotionally connected, she'll express that she missed you, that she values your presence. If she shrugs it off or gets defensive, that tells you she's not emotionally invested. You're not asking to test her, you're asking to understand the level of connection the both of you have. Healthy communication is never about guessing, it's about listening. The second question is a question that exposes emotional availability. So the second question I believe is a game changer, and here it is. What does a healthy relationship look like to you? Her answer tells you everything about her emotional maturity. If she describes peace, trust, and teamwork, she's ready for something real. If she only mentions excitement, drama, or intensity, she's chasing a feeling, not a future. But that goes the same thing for you, gentlemen, as well. So expect her to be asking the same question. Because remember, attraction without emotional readiness is chaos waiting to happen. This is what I talk and I coach my men on all the time. The next question is a question that reveals if she's genuinely into you. What do you find most attractive in a man outside of looks? When she answers, pay attention to her depth. If she talks about confidence, emotional strength, or leadership, she's attracted to character. If it's only surface level traits, she might be in a validation mode, not connection mode. This one question reveals whether sees men as partners or trophies. The next question is a question that really reveals her intentions. Okay. So the fourth question should be asked early on, I think, and calmly and confidently. Here it is. What are you looking for right now? No pressure, no expectations, just clarity. If she gives a direct answer, great. You know where you stand. If she avoids the question, changes the topic, or says, I don't know, that's your answer too. A high value man doesn't fear honesty, he values it. Clarity isn't confrontation, it's leadership. But remember, gentlemen, she's going to be asking you the same questions as well. The next question that shows if she respects you, and this is definitely a question that you would use as you continue dating. The next one is rarely also talked about, but it's also important. Here it is. How do you usually handle it when a guy says no or needs space? Watch her reaction. If she respects space, she values emotional independence. If she gets defensive, she's maybe used to a control dynamic. Respect in dating isn't proven when it's easy. It's proven when boundaries appear. And the way she responds to no will show you how she handles masculine leadership, which is truly so important. But also, too, gentlemen, I say this with a grain of salt. If a woman becomes reactive in a question like that, maybe she's been through something. These questions are meant to open up doors of communication for you to get to know women in depth. So you're not dating blindly and you're more clear and more purposely dating so you can find that wife, so you can find that great relationship. Let's get into the next question. This question, I believe, reveals her emotional maturity. So the question is, what did your last relationship teach you about yourself? This question separates women who have healed from those who are still hurting. If she blames her ex or focuses on only on what went wrong, she's not ready maybe. If she's reflecting on what she's learned and how she's grown, she's emotionally mature. You can't build something healthy with someone who still is living in the past, but you can build something healthy with someone who is still healing and from the past, but also knows about their past and basically owns their past. The next question helps deepen connection. This is more when you finally truly like her and the connection feels real. I want you to ask her this. When do you feel most connected to someone? This opens her heart. It's not about testing, it's about using her emotional blueprint. Her answers will show you her love language, her depth, and how she really bonds with you. When you can meet a woman emotionally without losing your center, that's what creates polarity and respect, gentlemen. So these 7 questions will not only change the game for the women that you date, but will change how you date, not because they're tricks, but because they bring truth into your conversations. And well, these questions are not these stupid gaming young boy tactics. They're for mature, high value men that are ready to align themselves with the woman that they want to find and the woman that they want to call their wife. So when you stop trying to perform and start communicating with calm confidence, women feel it. And that's exactly what I help you master in my coaching. I would encourage you, if you want to rebuild your mindset, learn powerful communication tools, embody and grounded masculine energy, and be that high value man that women crave. I want you to go in the link in the description box and click that form to tell me a little bit about you and see how we can work together. Because I want you to stop trying to guess how she feels. I want you to learn and be confident in how to lead with clarity and feel at ease so you're better aligned for the woman of your dreams. As always, I'll see you in that next video. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.